Shalom, shalom, shalom. Welcome to Jesus Justice League. I'm your host, Joseph Israel, and we are in the bill. Ding, 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 ding. Man, let's get this started. Man. So how everybody doing this morning? Um, I hope you're doing great. If you're not, if you're not doing great, then persevere against all adversity. Now, I was gonna go live yesterday, but I had to give myself time to think. Excuse me. And I'm just looking back, thinking about last week of a show, and this is why I'm doing this teaching, just to bring further information and conclusion to the matter of a subject on the show I did last week. And it was crazy. I was going to go ahead and present this presentation then. But you know how it goes. You know, you're like, nah, I guess I'll save it for mine. But this is dealing with people and the behavior of people and how people move. I know it sounds familiar, but believe me, it's a different aspect and a different view I want y'all to see. Now, me, I sit back and I look at most of these guys. And most of these guys out here that claim to have knowledge or be some type of scholar, man, they just court jesters, man. They court jesters. They go around stealing from others' content, talentless beings on this earth. And these are the dead that go around stealing other people's content, excuse me, and then deceiving the people with that same content that is stolen. Having the people purchasing a stolen possession. Making them accomplice to the lies and deceit that these guys do. This is just facts, bro. This is just facts. It's strange to me. Like, if you can't come up with your own content and you got to steal, then apparently you in the wrong business, thief. You should be in the hood then. Oh, but you don't want to do that because then you will have to actually face karma that comes in your way. But this is a coward. And this is what makes most of these dudes cowards to me when I see that. This is why I look at them and call them court jesters. These are the people that'll sit here and tell you the problems, but no solutions. These are the same people that'll tell you stay calm. See, now you're getting two different reactions from these people because they want to push you just enough to show their master that they have power to move the masses. And then they're bought by the person of the master. Okay, we see you got these niggas in check, and we gonna give you a check. This is how this thing works, man. Like, man, I ain't here for, put it like this. I'll give y'all inside scoop before we get into this, to let y'all know a little bit about me and why I do what I do. While I was studying the scriptures, because I could have came in 2020, but me, myself, inside myself, knew I was ready, but said no, not yet. So 2023, I come on the scene. You got the conscious community people emulating my likeness, my image. And then down the line, you got Hebrew Israelites doing the same thing. This is all in the first year of 2023. Now, when we get to 2024, you got damn near everybody stealing things of what I said. This is facts. This is facts. This is not me with some overflated ego. This is just me just watching and observing how these people move and how they do. And I'm thinking, it's kind of like when God said, come, let us make man in our image. And see, everybody bears the image of God, but it's something about the next man that makes these guys feel what? Envious, insecurity, jealousy. I don't know. But I can damn sure bet you is one of those that's inside an empty person. Because only an empty person will have to try to emulate a person that's full of light. And this is why I call them court justice, because they sit there and they rather entertain you through the pain that you go through and the conflict that you often bicker about. Didn't mean to make it sound so harsh, but it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? So without no further time wasted, let's just go and get into it, man. Let's just go and get into it. Because we finna find out about the different types of people. And a lot of these people say they have the spirit. You're a liar. Any guy or any content creator out there, and there's a few that was doing it, but they didn't understand it till I came in 2023. But the ones that's out there, loudmouth ass niggas, that was preaching the 12 tribes and racism and all that, come on, bro. Now you spiritual, my nigga? Hey, hey, everybody wants to live in their own delusion, bro. So let's get back to the behavior of people. Now, if you look at a vulture, what does a vulture do? A vulture is a carrion eater. Most like humans, that it's void inside, empty, no light, just darkness. This is all they can consume. And some people are like jackals, opportunistic, omnivores. And that's the traits as we get into more of the characteristics of these animals that you will find in most people that you deal with today. So let's go to the shark. The shark is a ocean scavenger. Yeah. A shark is also a scavenger. And by the way, I took time to put the definition so y'all can read more on the characteristics of these animals and how they operate, because then you'll find some of them characteristics in the people that we deal with on a daily basis. So now let's get down to the shark. The shark, oh yeah, sorry about that. Let's move on to the crow. The crow is an intelligent scavenger. Ain't that something? A bird of genus Cumbus, or Corvus, my bad, Corvus, or more broadly, a synonym for all of Corvus. The word crow is used as part of the common name of many species that the related, well, the related grouping for a larger what? Oh man, I can't. Y'all gotta excuse me, man. Uh, this is what happens when you read, but nevertheless, man, y'all get to understand it. Y'all get to understand it. So let's move down to the possum, man. The possum is a calcium seeker. Hmm. And if you want to know about that, you can go on down to the bottom and read more about the possum, originated in South America and entered into North America in the Great American Interchange. See, and this is why I'm so light year ahead of most of these people that call themselves scholars. Because when I study, I just don't study. I study and get references to things like these. But for time's sake, let's move on. So lobster. Lobster is a bottom feeder. It's a difference. A shark might be a scavenger, but a shark also love to eat the good things in life like most of our people. A lobster, and most of these guys that you meet, or most of these people you meet, are bottom feeders that we deal with every day too. So let's move on to a hyena. A hyena is a fearsome scavenger. It's nothing. And when we looking at a hyena, a fearsome scavenger, you can relate that to a bully, because you got to pick on something smaller than yourself. Gang bangers, a group of guys, bikers, whatever you want to call them. Fearsome scavengers, because most prey on the weak. And that's what and when we finish with the conclusion, got a second, boy. When we finish with the conclusion, I'm going to give you the total understanding of the map. So when we move to the beetle, it's a decomposing insect, meaning it don't live long, bro. It don't live long. So when we get to the bear, and then we know with some people that have short lives, and we wonder why they die so young, decomposing insects. But let's move on to the bear. The bear is no different from the jackal, except different eating patterns. See, that's why I say we all share the same lust of habits, but we're all different. And it's no different from the animals that we deal with. So the bear is the opportunistic feeders, mostly like people that we'll find in our hood. So when we look at it, we see them in the flesh, and now we understanding the spirit of these animals. So the flesh and the spirit, but the spirit is always gonna define what that flesh is. It's no different from us. So let's move on to the next one. Here we have the eel, an underwater scavenger. Next, we have the millipede, decomposers, short lives. Like some of us, when we can't seem to stay out of trouble, or whether you're not in trouble, wrong place, wrong time. So let's get down to the piranha. Fierce fish. Boy, nasty. And there's some dudes out here that got some nasty work just like that piranha, bro. The alligator. Swamp scavengers. And see, that's why I hate when I read, I would have to talk proper, because it mixes up with my accent. And I ain't been down south for like 4 or 5 years now. Should be heading back this summer, me and my son. So let's finish this on out. The alligator, a swamp scavenger. We know what them gators do, man. I done had me some gator. The tail is the best. So let's get down to the raccoon. Urban foragers. So that means they go in garbage. You can highlight not trying to be cruel to the conditions that our people are in, but the raccoon, it could symbolize the homelessness that we have, because they do squat in houses and rummage through garbage. Survival is survival, man. So let's move on, because I kind of felt bad on that, but man, it just is what it is. So now we're at the crocodile, aquatic scavenger. Difference. See, alligator and the crocodile, now you're seeing the difference in the eating pattern, though yet they're both scavengers, but also the location that you will see in mostly all these animals that we're breaking down right now. So let's move to the wolves. Pack hunters. Another description of people who love to be in crowds. You can also assimilate this back to society, how people move in different crowds in society. So now we get to the lion, king of the jungle. But the lion is also considered as a scavenger themselves, though being king of the jungle. So now we're down to the leopards, stealthy hunters. Hunt with stealth. And this is another example of the flesh of the animal and the spirit of the animal. Like I said, as you see on the screen, There it is, the definitions, so you can read and get more understanding. Right now, we on like a short time. So remember, I was talking about the behaviors of people. What affects people in this way? It's the environment. You dig? It's the location. It's the conditions. That's why we're gonna get into this, and we're gonna talk about it. Plants, animal, humans, food, technology, all GMO, all genetically modified organisms of men. And as you see, the lab rats down here, most of us, we lab rats. So let's get an understanding of genetically modified organisms. Oh, and if people wondering, there you go, you got Britannica if Wikipedia is a problem for you. But let's read the overall view of the Encyclopedia Britannica, excuse me. So, a genetically modified organism, GMO, is an organism whose DNA has been modified in the laboratory in the United States or in the experimental states of America in order to fade. Why are genetically modified organisms important? Now that's something y'all gonna have to ask you. Why is genetically modified organisms important to the people who's in control of us? Ask that. Ask yourself that. And ask yourself, after this COVID, why do every time I even hear this, I even see it and hear it in the streets, not just in this make-believe world of internet, where a nigga can be what the hell they want to be, because most of you niggas are genetically modified through this damn internet. But see, this is the thing that gets me. What gets me is I see the fakeness, the GMO ass niggas. I see them every day, y'all. I'm just taking off my jacket, man, because yeah. But I see them, and when I look at these lab rats, that's what mostly all of us become, lab rats. Because a man can tell you anything sweet and you fall victim for it because we love sweet words. But God said every man is a liar. Is that not the rule? Or is that so God lying when he telling you every man is a liar? Even your pastor, your preacher, or whoever teaching you. Oh yeah. Let me pull up. When we finish this, I want to pull up something. And this is going to blow y'all mind, bro. It's going to blow y'all mind about religion. So let's move on to the next one. So transhumanism. So the woman and the man will be replaced with a better, more sufficient, or shall I say, genetically modified organism. And this is why I say we're moving more into the GMO era. And the reason I say this, as you see, they clone Tyrone. As you see, a lot of these guys and a lot of these people on social media has no business being on social media because they have no skills. They only know how to take. And when they take, every time you take from a person, you can take away a person's life force. So you become a vampire, energy vampire, just stealing people for life because you have none yourself. You see it in the music. You see it in the remakes of movies. You even see it in society. Because most of the terms y'all coming up with now has already been out since the 70s and the 60s. Because I was just looking at a Dolomite, the human tornado today, man. Yeah. Well, yesterday, because technically it's 3:34 a.m. March 18th, 2025, while I'm doing this recording live. And this is the GMO phase. Now, your own image is being stolen by others. We don't just necessarily have to worry about the internet and transhumanism. Now we got to worry about it's our own people that's really calling themselves after us. And anytime somebody calling themselves or try to make their image into the image that you have, you become their God. And this is facts. Like I said, God already made us in his image, spiritually. Spiritually. God is a spirit. Remember that. So now we're to the paradigm of delusion, where you can be who you want to be on cloud nine. This is what I'm saying. So I was going to take this down, but it's a good thing text here. And when I say text here, text what you want to be on social media. You ain't got to, and this is the problem with people. Most of us escape the social media to get away from the day-to-day basis of life. And then we end up slipping slowly inside this matrix right here, inside this computer. Because we can go to any app in this computer, make any name we want to call ourselves in this computer, any identity we want to give ourselves in this computer, and end up losing yourself in this computer. Dang. A paradigm of delusion is what we've come to. So you can text here anything you want to be on cloud nine. And this is another one. Male Brazilian butt lifts. Also a form of cloning and a form of a person not really secure with themselves. Because basically this is what this whole thing about this GMO thing, this genetically modified organism, which everybody has become, that a GMO. And now you have males doing it, even getting other types of surgical enhancements. Y'all know I had to hit him with that, man. But let's move on here. Now, it started back in the 80s. I'm not sure, maybe the 70s. But the 80s is when I saw it, or when it became big. And in the 90s, ladies, nose jobs. See, and this is where I'm starting to see the insecurity in women in men. Because not only women are insecure of their outside appearance, so are men. And this has become the problem. We've been living so much on the outside of ourselves, we never even got connected to the inside of ourselves. Because I know Will Smith old as hell, bro. Where your gray at? Martin, come on, man. You old as hell, bro. Where your gray at, dog? And like dealing with our people, not even just our people, just dealing with all types of human lives. I don't see these animals sitting up here worried about an outside appearance. Not like us. This shows not just the insecurity of us, but this also shows the vainness of others trying to emulate others. When God all gave us a gift, that's what the Bible was for to open up that gift inside of you, not for you to try to emulate a gift that's outside of you. And here we go again. A lot of you white guys out there, a lot of you Korean guys, it don't matter. This shows the insecurity of men too, men and women. And it also shows the arrogance of us too, the pride. This shows people, they hate to let that youth go. You can cover up, make yourself look beautiful. You can be 60-something years old, looking like you 40 or looking like you 30. Eventually, we all got to die. And me, I'd rather go being my natural self without enhancements, without trying to emulate someone else's spirit because I have none. It makes no sense. And this is where all this started just from grades. This started from a nose job. Now it's led up to all types of new enhancement to the body. And some complication kills. Some of these enhancements, some people don't get up off their table. And that's real. So now, not only are we cloning ourselves into something because we're not really secure of who we are, but also the foods. Hey, if you're going to be a clone ass nigga, you might as well eat clone ass foods. You did? Seedless foods. And that's the problem with so many of these people that want to be speakers. Luke 8:11. And the seed is the word of God. Paraphrasing that, but when you sum it up, same thing. The seed is the word of God. And most of these people are just like this food on this screen, seedless. You have no word of God in you. You just have regurgitation or the emulation of another person, showing you are more unfit for the role that you try to display in this internet or matrix world that you created for your own just prideful delusion. A lot of y'all like this food right here, just like a lot of these leaders. So now we finna get to organic versus GMO. Woo, boy. Now here we have a picture At the top, we got the Black Panthers, power. We got Black Wall Street, yeah. And we got Martin Luther King, who also, even though he led us wrong, he led. That's the organic. Let's get down to the GMO ass niggas. You see them right there. You see one group to the side, a Hebrew Israelite, black Hebrew Israelite group. First to your left corner. Been marching, doing all this, and still ain't got to the mountaintop like Martin Luther King. Then you got in the middle another black Hebrew Israelite group. Talking about building a nation. All these GMO ass niggas did. Only built their pockets. Still ain't did what Black Wall Street did in the middle. Just as Black Wall Street is in the middle at the top. GMO ass niggas. So now we get to ISUPK. Yeah, I'm calling them out personally. ISUPK. No cowards, no cowards. Still ain't half the fucking men that the Black Panthers was. Soft GMO ass niggas. That's just facts, bro. That's just facts. And then when you look at it, a lot of us delusional ass people end up believing lies and making lies truths, and then ending up confused, don't know who the fuck you is no more. But see, I'm gonna give you a little hint if you didn't know. I speak truth. I don't speak false. That's why I never be cursed. And that's why some of y'all, even though you try to steal my image and my likeness, you motherfuckers still struggling. I mean, ain't no 54,000 people, 24,000, 8,000 people in your fuck. Ain't nobody really checking in. Hey, dog, if you was really like that, everybody be checking in. But then I look at me and I'm like, well, damn near every content creator is going around stealing my content or taking or parting my clothes like they did Jesus Christ. But no one's acknowledging him. You see why? That's why I say I'm the Messiah. Because I got scholars emulating my image and likeness. I got so-called prophets, false ass prophets, emulating my image and likeness. Why? People don't know your spirit holds more weight than that flesh you have, because it tells us everything we need to know. So these are the internet celebrity superstars that got super duper like 1 million and all that types of views, and oh, it's so special. Man, but anyway, man, before we leave out, y'all see the screen, and this is Real True Talk, and this is in the Bible that I already broke down myself. Remembrance is a part of your discernment. And this is so true. Because like past forefathers, the spirit some of you niggas got, like them, man, a lot of them was doing false preaching back then. That's why some of the stuff that you see in this Bible has to do back then with the past tense, because a lot of them was doing the same thing these Negroes do today, going around stealing people image, likeness, and content. That's why if you following somebody, what first led you to that person? Because if the whole teaching has changed, then you've been tricked. You've been deceived by the devil. You've been lied to by Satan. And those, man, I'm going to leave it alone, because that's also a key to the three falls. Okay, you got Satan, you got the devil, and you got Lucifer. Devil, Satan. Y'all have to come back to that, but yeah, remembrance is a part of your discernment. If you can't remember what somebody was preaching, then how can you know you being fooled? That's something for y'all to think about too, man. Like I said, remembrance is a part of your discernment. Because if you can't remember the sermons of these preachers, then they easily to mislead you. Because such confusion of creatures. So with that said, man, y'all got to think about who we really let in the circles. Because a lot of these guys are here just to be no good to the people. Just to get what they want to get, man. Like, I think I done broke it all down for you. I know you might have Sanchez. You might have some people from the conscious community. Well, most people from the conscious community. You definitely gonna have GMS, ISUPK, and other Israelite groups after they hear this same thing. See, because like last week, now I'm starting to see, okay, over the weekend and yesterday, a lot of people emulated the teaching I did on a certain show. And I just said the Sanchez show, and then the next day I see a seedless, empty person on Sanchez show. I mean, an image and a likeness stealer on Sanchez show. I heard they question, and how dumb could it be? This Negro tried to tell the audience that the earth is dead, and then you got the little cheerleaders up there with him. Man, he deep, man, with knowledge. How is the earth dead? When you put something in the earth ground, it grows. That's life, dog. What is, like, this is the craziness that our people end up listening to. Like, man, I listened to 2 minutes, dog, and I said, you know what, dog, I gotta go, dog. I'm getting done by the minute. It don't make sense. And if you were greater than the God that made you, you wouldn't be so limited. Not your body, but your spirit. Your spirit showing you just how much fucking power you have if you got to go outside your spirit and steal spirit from another spirit. Like I was saying, if you got a gift inside you, you wouldn't need somebody else's gift. That's a person that's void, dead inside. And we as a people, come on, man, y'all gotta wake up. I mean, y'all remembrance is ashes, man. That's why you get taken advantage of. That's why you get ran over. That's why you keep picking the wrong partner in life. That's why you keep picking the wrong group of friends. That's why a lot of bull keep coming in your life. Because instead of remembering things, oh, he ain't say that. He said this. Why he saying this? See, then you no longer become a dummy. Now you become somebody wise. Now you can wisely deal with deceit if you have remembrance. And if you can do that, then the discernment you have is going to overflow. A person can say 2 or 3 words, and before they can finish either the 2 or 3 words, you already know how they coming and what type they are. So with that said, man, this is your boy Joseph Israel, Jesus Justice League, man, and we are out the bill. Ding, 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 ding. Because we didn't knock their ass out. Now, you ain't going to be able to top this. You can emulate this. You can try to do the same formula I did, but it came from my spirit. So good luck with that, haters. And with everybody else, man, y'all enjoy y'all morning, man. And like I said, whether you got a good morning or a bad morning, it's another morning for you to breathe, live, and make a decision for the next day to live. So with that said, man, this is your boy Joseph Israel, and we out, man. Shalom.